Hello everybody, my name is FX and we are playing Jurassic World Evolution. This is episode 2 of my Helix Park, and as you can see I did do some work off stream, and what I basically did was adding the fences around the bubbles I made last time, and I was playing around and was just basically trying out what's the best way to fill the area here, because I know I wanted those viewing platforms, but I wasn't exactly sure what to build in here, and I did fiddle around a lot, like really a lot, with the paths, and yeah, I mean it somehow works, but you see here are small lines which I cannot fill because the game doesn't want me to. For some reason I get these weird edges here or this stuff, and as I said, it somehow works, but it's not fully like I wanted it to be. So yeah, that is that. But today I will fill the second area here, so you can see how I did it. And also I did leave one of those bubbles, because I will also show how I did them, even if it is pretty straightforward. So what I wanted to do is, because there are basically no fences in the game for pathways, the only fences that exist are actually for enclosures. I said, okay, the smallest fence I just use for the pathway. And for the enclosures themselves, I actually use these fences, because the highest tier, this one, I didn't really like them. I mean, I didn't like them for this park, and I will use them only for, let's say, the staff areas where people usually should not go. So let's say the ranger station or the power stations and stuff, they will be behind those fences then. So let's get to this. And how I basically made this circle was most of the time eyeballing. So I pick a point and then I try as good as possible to be parallel for... what I mean by that is to... So here's the radius of the pathway, yeah? It goes that direction, and if it would go straight, I try to get my fence parallel to that, and when I think that's nice, or that's how it would be, then I press the space bar and somewhat try to have the same distance between the fence and the path all the way. So let's do it like this, and let's start to go all around here. So you really have to be very patient when you do things like this in this game. Also, I would like to actually... Well, okay, I will try something here. Let's see if that's working or not. Okay. So can I... Yeah, so that's the thing. I come in here. Yeah, you see what the fence does here? It doesn't let me... So I would like to have this curve going out here. And when I try to get in here, the fence... So first it follows the curve I tell it, and then it makes this weird thing and goes back in here. So We'll try to play around with it now. But you see, it's already making this weird curve. So... and that's the best you can do, and it does look kinda ugly. But yeah, that's... that's unfortunately how it is. But the rest works rather fine, so... let's get this outer fence for the visitors. And for the inner fence I did use this one, because as I said, I liked the look of it more, and you will be for sure in the way. Also here I used the same, I tried to do the same thing with, if the road would be straight, I tried to be parallel to it, and then I pressed the space bar and see if I didn't hit it quite there, so... so it's really a lot of trial and error here. And since there's no way of measuring anything in the game, you can also not somehow get some helping guides of any kind. Because I could, for example, try to do the same approach like... that's really an ugly circle. Oh, let's do that again. So, this for sure can be done way better. So, let's try it again. Also, I could get much closer to the path, but I did run into a lot of trouble every time I did build that close, because the curve, sometimes it says yeah, obstruction, sometimes it doesn't. It was really annoying, and that's where I started to leave this space between the fence and the road, because that way I could draw the circles without lots of trouble from the game saying, hey, I'm obstructed or something. So yeah, that looks much nicer now. And yeah, basically that's how I did draw my circles. It's most of the time a lot of eyeballing actually. So let's finish the enclosure, just put some water in, a few trees. So, here, the walkway. Yeah, so... here I actually want to do something like this to add the river to the area where people should theoretically be allowed to go. The river, the tiny little lake I have here, I mean. So... and yeah, you see that's obstructed because the path is going too far. So it's something like this. in theory, people could walk here, but of course you won't because there is no path. Good. So, coming to the... Oh! I forgot the fence here. So I did add fences here. Let's see if the game actually lets me to... no! No! Come on! Ah! Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Can do it. So this is one of the things where I'm like, I would really like to be able to turn this snapping on and off, because it's super useful sometimes, and sometimes it's the most annoying thing ever. And it would be really better if that's a manual trigger where you say, okay, now I need the snapping and now I don't. So let's go here. And actually start from here and go here. Yes. So are there all the trees now gone? Yeah, and the whole situation of not having decorations, not being able to manually place trees, or at least when I use this tool, give me a smaller circle and place trees there. Because why these trees, for example, these palm trees, there would at least, I don't know, fit 10 there. Or one of those trees would also fit here, and all the way over here. I really would love to just place those trees there. Okay, so now let's go to this area. We need to get rid of the fence. And these pathways, they are difficult. So one thing I found out is the most success you have for the path to do what you want is to actually start from an empty area and then try to snap into the position where you want them. Because if you start from here, the game sometimes does really weird things, or at least I don't understand what it does. And it can be frustrating. It can be really frustrating. But yeah. So the viewing platforms. I wanna have viewing platforms. Again, what's the distance? Okay. And yeah, it's usually. I mean, there's a lot of eyeballing in the game to really be able to do things properly. There are a lot of tools missing, really. And I'm actually not sure why I expect these things, because I mean, maybe it's because I played Planet Coaster and this game is from the same people that made or from the same company, let's say. I don't know if it's from the same people, but and they did such a great job. This game is so cool to play, and here it's missing just so many things which you have in Planet Coaster, which are incredible to let you build creative stuff. So let's do this. Let's say here, And let's do this one here. And I just realized it's kind of dangerous what I do here. Because first I need to lay down the path. So here's, for example, one of the situations. I want to have this thick path, but you see, even when I do that, I really want to have this more in the middle. So like this. And if I would start off from here or here, the game would simply not let me do this. So it's way easier to start from a point where there is no path. So, and now I go straight through here. And come on. Okay. Here I use those pathways. Okay, it's a long distance. So, and am I? Ah, I'm off. I did put them way closer here. Ah, I don't like this. I would prefer them closer together. So, that means I would build them here to actually have more space. You will be built here. Same goes for the other side. I want to have them close together to free up space here in the middle. This. And here the same like this. Here. Okay, let's see how this works now with the pathways. Here also same thing, it would be... that's actually... I like that. I have to say I like that. Let's do this, and... Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay. This is nice, the paths merging together like this. So I will try to do the same thing here, of course, now. Oh, look at this. This is really nice. That's cool. That's really nice. So, are they at the same? Could I get them at the same location? Yeah, path is not connected, I know that. I just disconnected it. No. Could I maybe get it from here? Maybe from here? Ah, that's not... No, that was the wrong one. Here to here, yes. That looks really nice. Okay, fences. So let's start here and curve all the way into the path. Guess I have to do this. And this. Okay, and here we do the same, curve all the way into the path here, and oh, come on. That's again the thing with the snapping. I would like to have it a little bit. Yeah, it snaps just. So. Same thing goes for the here. No. So same thing applies to the fences. When it doesn't work from the fence, go to an empty spot and try your best from there. So I did, however. Oh, that's not good. Connect those and connect those. Did I do this over here also? No, but here I did it. Where are you? Okay. So now the buildings. I don't know, I believe I did put down every building here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I did fit every single building in here. And I think I can do the same here again. So let's try it with a little bit more system. So I plop down the bigger buildings first, and I only remember that the cloth shop and the restaurant are pretty big, so I will add them. And now here is one thing, I would like to fill this with a path now. I might get lucky and the game let me do this, or I can simply not do it at all. Sometimes it helps then if I know where I want to place the path to actually get rid of this. Do this. No, this also doesn't work. So okay, and then try it again. Oh, that's the restaurant, we have that already. There's the cloth shop. Yeah, but it's... no. So I guess I have to live with this small patch of grass here. So bowling alley is also a big one. So let's put this here. And where are we? Here. The bar is, I believe, a smaller one. The fossil zone, the toy shop, the arcade, toy shop. Yeah. fast food restaurant. Is there space up here for something? No, but up. No. Ah, there it would fit in. Let's put it there. So, let's start with an arcade, let's say here. Maybe all the way back here. And the gift shop should fit in here now. So, gift shop, arcade, toy shop. We have the toy shop. Oh yeah, it's up there. Toy. The fossil zone is missing. So I will put the fossil zone here. And the bar is... I did not put down the bar. Okay, so the bar is the next one. So here is the bar then, and the bar, the bowling. No, I do have now all of them. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Yeah. Whoa, I have 9. So we could put down, let's say, a second restaurant, for example. Just fit in there. No. So there's a lot of space. So I guess I have here more space than the other one. No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, anyway, let's try to do the path. So how I do that is I delete this one to be able to... Oh, I need to even delete it further. This should be fine. So okay, let's see, where can we start here? At some point, you see, it works like this, and then you can drag it out, and then you have this corner done. And here you have to go from this side and snap to the other path, and then you have this done. And then you can simply delete this here. So I don't exactly know what's going on there, but I found out that this way it works and the game lets me do things like I wanna do it. And I have to delete this gift shop and make it closer, because there was that ugly gap. So let's see if I can... I can't do this. No. Okay. Do this. Should in theory be possible to, you see, delete only this ugly thing here then. And now let's go up here. So what I can do now is to say I do this, go over here, and if you want to delete path here, here, so not sure if I want that. Yeah, that's a problem now. So I cannot really. Demolish the bar. You can see there's a lot of back and forth. So now I can do this here and let's say a snap here, go out here, delete this, and when I get the bar back now, I have my core now. So there's, as I said, a lot of back and forward. The same thing goes now for this stuff here. I do this, go here all the way over here, and can now delete, of course, the stuff I just made, which wasn't what I wanted. So, can delete this. Let's try the same thing over here. Let's start here and plop it down. Yeah. So also get rid of the bowling alley. And that's the thing, I don't know why it worked on the other side. On this side it doesn't. It's just sometimes it does work, sometimes it doesn't work. Just how it is with the game. Bowling alley. So and I mean you can see nothing changes. I place down the exact same building at the exact same location. Yeah. So oh, that's nice. So, okay, that's super nice. And here, let's do the same thing. And I guess I should have extended it a little bit further. Like this. So I can do this, and now I can do this. When I go here and do this, and if it's true, I should be able to put the big path back. Of course, first I need to delete these, because the path is snapping to it, and now I can just go all the way back here and have my original path, and now I can connect these things up. So there's a lot of back and forth, but it did work to make this outline here, and now I basically can start semi-decorating as far as the game allows it. I just put down one substation. So like this, and yeah, let's get the power from somewhere. I haven't laid down a power grid, this is just a temporary thing where I was playing around and trying out stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're never too old to visit our new toy shop.
So delete it. Come on. Like this. Okay, and wait, I want the path because I want the substation to be no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I did see you
raise your
doing
high score
it.
at
Come
our
on.
new arcade.
It's always such a hassle. So can I go here? No, I can't. So let's get rid of it again. Put it maybe a little bit more to the right here. So I actually have more space for it. So let's see, can I do this? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, find the perfect gift at our new souvenir shop.
And that's the thing, I mean, it did work now, but it does look a little bit wonky. But yeah, at least it worked. So... And... yeah. I tried it, when I delete stuff, these things come back, so that's some kind of clipping issue with the textures and so on. Again, I don't know how exactly the game does the whole pathing, but it for sure has issues with clipping. Like here. And that's too bad. And yeah, it is how it is. I can't really change that, sadly. So on the other side, I tried to put a little pond, but there wasn't enough space. But this side, I guess it should work better. Do I wanna have stuff in here or not? I guess a little bit so come on, you can have trees in there, I know that for a fact. So can I remove the water from only this part? I like this. This looks nice. So let's try to fill in as many trees as possible, which won't be much, sadly, but yeah. At least we get really there. No? Really? Okay. Okay, there we get some. No? Oh my god, really? Come on. Yeah. So that was that, which wasn't a lot, wasn't much. Ooh, that worked out nice. So now is the question for this one. It's the same thing. I would actually like it to merge in straight here, but that's not how it works. So let's do something like this. And yeah, that's a bit better. I mean, I could let the fence start here. I did it somewhere over there where I had the same issue and I just let the fence start here, but I don't really like that. I wanted it to go all the way in here, but yeah. So maybe I will redesign this because having them so close to each other works really nice, and I wanted to have this whole pond thing over there already, and it looks way nicer than the thing I tried here. I don't like this at all actually. So I will for sure move these viewing platforms closer to the others to get the same effect as on the other side here and make a pond. So yeah, I guess that is it. I'm 40 minutes in already, so I will wrap it up for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it. From my side, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any questions or suggestions or want me to do anything, please just write it in the comments. And see you next time. Stay awesome.